Hi Divine Beings, I'm Kim the Goddess, and welcome to this pick card on what you need to release. Okay, so this can be seen, done during a full moon or not. I am filming this a couple of days before the full moon in Leo. So yeah, if you're watching this on a full moon, great, this can help with what you need to release, but if you're not, that's completely fine. So if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Kim the Goddess, and again, this is a pick a card on what you need to release, all right, or pick a object, whichever one, you know, however you want to do this. Okay, so before we start to pick which one, you know, which object or pile, just make sure you know that you're tuned into your breath, your intuition, that you're present, you're grounded to pick the pile. Honestly, you'll instantly feel drawn to a pile, and trust that. That's my recommendation. Whichever one you feel guided to the most, go ahead and pick it. Trust yourself, don't doubt it. Okay, so we have pile one with this Buddha little, I don't know what this is called. Okay, it's not a snow globe, it's like kind of like that, I don't know. We have that. We have a lovely owl for pile two. So pile 1, 2, 3 with this very interesting type of ring. It's very big. Well, yeah, it's pretty giant, like thick. So yeah, so whichever one you feel drawn to, go ahead and pick it. Yeah, I'll give you a second to look at it. I'm not gonna do a close-up, so whichever one you feel drawn to, go ahead and pick it. Each pile is topped off with this card, so if you wanted to know like what the top of the deck looks like, you know, this is what it looks like. All right, so let's get started with pile 1. Okay, pile 1, welcome to your reading on what you need to release. Okay, so take a moment to breathe in and out, and comment down below that you're open to receiving this message. I only would like to deliver a message if you are open to receiving it. Obviously, you chose this pile that you're open, but just want to double check. Okay, so pile 1, let's see on what you need to release. All right, okay, we have the Chariot. And we have the 9 of Wands. These two cards talk about forward movement. So I feel like instantly we need to let go of things that could be in our way of moving forward. Okay, removing any stagnant energy. How do we move that? By movement. Okay, you know, if you feel like your energy could be quite stagnant, you know, taking the time to move your body, either through dancing, through yoga, through working out, anything that can really move your body. Or for some, because this object is very symbolic, for some, the energy, if you feel like, you know, you've been quite stagnant, that there has been no type of movement, I feel like through meditation, through stillness, can help with some type of movement. All right, so for some, there is a message of, you know, in order to remove and pass through this energy of stagnation, because you're being guided to take some type of action to move forward. But for some, I am feeling like there could be this stagnant energy of not moving forward, you know, of not taking action. So through that, to release any stagnant energy is through movement. And for some, it's through meditation, through kind of like maybe even visualizing this energy releasing through you. Okay, so I definitely feel like, you know, releasing anything that could really be getting in your way. All right, whether it be you feel like there could be some type of spirits around you that could be weighing you down, and this could be, you know, physical spirits, or like, you know, just energetic being, like physical beings, or actual spirits, you know, that you accidentally might have been conjuring, you know. But I feel like, and the reason why I say this is because, you know, there's this thing kind of like sneaking up. So this is why, you know, for some, you may need to really protect your energy and maybe release some type of energies around you that just could really be weighing you down, that could, you know, just may not really align with which direction you could be moving towards. So, you know, making sure that you really surround yourself with people that are willing and wanting to move forward, that are wanting to take action with you. okay? Not with you, but just surrounding yourself with people that are also equally as motivated as you. I am getting this very hyped up energy. So if people around you not really hyped up, don't judge them. You know what I'm saying? And, just, take some time to separate yourself. Like, you know what? I understand this is where you're at, but I'm gonna, I'm at a different place. I'm trying to take some action, and that may motivate other people. You know what I'm saying? But I would say be mindful of how you communicate that with others, because I was literally just about to choke up on my saliva. All right, so let's see what else you have to release, pile one. That's fascinating. Let's see what else. Okay. All right, so we have now is not the fucking time. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. That's fascinating. All right. So I am kind of getting, for some, being mindful of the action that you do take. I feel like some people may need to release this reckless type of energy of just kind of wanting to just take some type of action and not wanting to take some time to be in some type of stillness. But I also feel like, I feel like you're being guided, and you may need to release this energy of wanting to rush things, okay? You cannot rush things. It may require some soul type of movement, but movements in general. I also feel like for some there could be this energy of, thinking. I feel like some may need to release the idea that, don't get me wrong, divine timing is real. So I feel like, trusting that, maybe even releasing some doubts that, whenever you're guided to do something, that is not the right time, because again, divine timing, whenever you're guided to do something or not to do something, because it's still, you're being guided to do something, know that, that is divine timing. That is what, you need to do. So just release maybe even some type of doubts that you may have. All right, releasing any type of blockages that could be, maybe some type of blockages that could be even impacting your health. All right, maybe even your gut health. Okay, we have health, so releasing anything that could be hindering your health. All right, and things that could really be taking a toll on lowering your energy, and not not lowering your vibration, but it's more so of like, certain things that we may engage in just could lower our energy down through, I don't know, like being on our phones all the time, or eating certain things and not eating things that are especially nutritious, that won't, feed our mind, body, spirit, and soul to give us more energy. Okay, also feel like, again, stagnations that could be impacting our gut. Why? Because creativity, this reminds me of the sacral chakra, which is, the lower stomach. It's like the womb area. It's like underneath your belly button. Okay, so it's like that gut area could really take a toll on your health. It's funny, I just saw a TikTok today on how they were saying that their gut health took a very big toll on them, with anxiety, their mental health. So just make sure, you're putting in nutritious things into your body, or even setting the intention that anything you do put in your body is nourishing your mind, body, spirit, and soul, even if it may be processed. All right, clearing that energy. All right, so we have creativity by all above and all below. Let me connect, let creativity flow. So it could even be, this idea of releasing this idea that you are not connected. Whether you may feel like you're not connected to spirit. You may not be letting go of this idea that you may not be connected to spirit, that you may not be connected to your ancestors or to the spirit realm in general. Like letting that go. Okay, all right. And even maybe if you feel called, chanting this, by all above and all below, by all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. Okay, so that can even help with, changing the energy of feeling like you are not connected, that you are not creative and stuff like that. So there just could be some blockages that could be, hindering, your creativity, and it could really just be, things that you could be putting into your body, or just energies or habits that you may have that could be impacting your health and your spirit, and just maybe thinking like, oh, this reminds me of another video that I saw on TikTok. Bro, TikTok is fire. how this psychiatrist was saying, you know, this idea that motivation precedes action, when in reality it's action that precedes motivation. You know, sometimes you have to take that action in order for you to feel motivated. You know, they were saying like sometimes you want to go for a run, you know, an example, you want to go for a run, sometimes you have to put on your running shoes to get into the energy of wanting to go to run, even if you don't feel like it, you know. So it's just this idea of, oh, I don't feel like it, or I'm not, oh, I don't feel like this, and you know, I'm not connected, therefore I can't do this, when it's like, sometimes it really just takes that action, that step, in order for you to really feel connected. Okay, so we have try again. All right, releasing, you know, this idea of like, this idea of, I just heard that, you know, you'll get it down on the first try, or again, like you may not feel this energy or feel motivated to do that, when again, try again, just try, just do it. Okay, we also have trust everything is working out for you. So release anything, any doubts. All right, you know, now is not the time to really be thinking, you know, that you can't do it, or that things that aren't working out for you. Okay, you know, so I guess it also is this idea of, you know, kind of like thinking a little bit more positive, and just being mindful of what you are indulging in, whether it be habits, activities, foods, you know, what you're thinking about. Okay, because, you know, you definitely are, you know, guided and protected. The Santa Muerte deck always gives me ancestor vibes. So, you know, you are protected by, you know, either ancestors or just through energies that are surrounding you, through your passions or through your intuition. Okay, so you are connected to your intuition. It's more so of like certain things that just could be blocking this feeling of feeling connected to your intuition. All right, you are connected, and it's like, you know, now's not the time to think that way, and that's okay if you are, you know, but and if you are, you know, again, it's a divine time, and you are experiencing certain lessons for that. All right, so yeah, so releasing things that could be blocking your health, you know, your gut health, your solar plexus, I mean your sacral, but also your solar plexus, things that could be hindering your confidence, you know, to move forward. Releasing this idea of like, oh, this is not the right time, or this and this and that, or because I don't feel like doing this, then it's not the right time. Again, sometimes you have to take that action in order to feel motivated. All right, and know that your gut health does play a big role on your energy levels and your creativity. Okay, you might be seeing 333, and if you are, go ahead and chant this affirmation, chant this spell: by all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. All right, you're seeing 333 because you need to channel this, or you are a channel, you are a vessel regardless, you know, and channeling and expressing this creative energy. All right, you are connected regardless. All right, regardless if you're eating meat or not, if you're vegan or not. Okay, you know, but it's just more so like certain things just could be, you know, blocking the way of, you know, feeling, I guess, healthy, or just feeling clear. But I will say, you know, like, don't get me wrong, like, it's okay to eat like processed food every once in a while, but you will notice that, like, you know, if you're not releasing it from your body, that could be, you know, could be something that could be blocking, you know, your stomach, and again, your gut health, and could be impacting, you know, everything else internally. So, you know, it's no judgment on like how you're eating, or, you know, how you're treating your body, you know, like it's source is not going to judge you or whatever, you know, no one's judging you. It's just more so like, does this make you feel good? Is this giving you energy? All right, you know, maybe eating some more fruits, more water, maybe even like not eating as much. Okay, and not saying, you know, starve yourself, but, you know, sometimes we eat because we're bored. All right, that's a message for me. But know that you can try again. Release any ideas that, you know, you get something wrong, or you feel you can't do it again. Try again. All right, and trust that everything is working out for you. All right, so releasing any ideas that does not align with that. All right, Paula, let me know how this made you feel down in the comments. Go ahead and give this a thumbs up. Subscribe. Once we reach 100 followers, we are doing a giveaway. And yeah, click that post bell notification so you know when the next pick a card, next video is uploaded. Much love to you. Namaste. Pilot 2, welcome to your reading on what you need to release. You have a lovely owl. I love owls. It's one of my spirit animals, and it reminds me of ancestors. And it's fascinating because the deck that I'm using reminds me of ancestors as well. So let's take a moment to breathe in and out. Open ourselves up to this message, what we need to hear and we want to hear, and comment down below that you're open to receiving this message. Okay, yeah, so let's get into it. What do you need to release and why? Let's see. All right. I feel like for some, we may need to release drinking. Drinking, if we're drinking a lot of alcohol, to kind of escape. Let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get some water. All right. For some, I feel like maybe even releasing that idea of like you don't need to drink water when you should. All right. It's very fascinating because I'm kind of getting this energy of like not knowing. I'm getting this energy of not knowing. All right, when we have the owl here, the owl can signify intuition. This owl can see in the nighttime, so it's like, you know. All right, you know. I also feel like, you know, this Knight of Wands is kind of giving me this reckless type of energy, so could be releasing this reckless type of energy, and like this energy is very fascinating. I feel like, you know, with this power, I feel like there's this energy of like needing to release this idea of like, you know, that you don't need to plan for anything. I feel like with this Nine of Wands that there's this energy of like you may need to plan for something, and that's okay. You know, you may need to plan for that trip. You need to plan, you know, certain steps for this goal that you may have, because this is really giving me an arrow, like, you know, somehow like he's kind of like pointing his arrow somewhere. You know, and I also feel like there is this energy coming through of being mindful of how you treat certain beings. All right, I feel like you may need to release this idea of like you may need to escape reality, that you need to release this idea of like, you know, the way you treat people doesn't impact, you know, you or others. All right, because I feel like, you know, obviously it's a reflection of who you are, because, you know, if this pal, if you could be a heavy drinker, and the reason why I say this is because we have the King of Cups. We have the King of Cups, where this for me is kind of coming through of like a drinker, even though it's not in reverse, you know, but it drinking, you know, I feel like there could be, you know, some heavy drinkers that could be watching this, or, you know, maybe even some type of abuse or reliance on a certain type of substance, you know, maybe even for energy, or to really to escape, you know, some type of unhappiness. All right, and I feel like you definitely don't really need to rely on a certain type of substance to kind of gain some clarity on which path, or to kind of like hide from reality, because it's like you kind of have your dreams to do that. Even though your dreams won't necessarily make you hide from reality, your dreams are definitely going to be telling you some other type of messages. Your dreams may also be telling you what you may need to release. So if you could be experiencing some type of, you know, hectic, chaotic type of dreams, be mindful of that, because it could be some challenges that you may be encountering. And again, the universe is saying your subconscious, yourself is telling you what you may need to release. All right, let's see. Let's get some clarification on the Knight of Wands. What is clarification on the Knight of Wands on what pile 2 needs to release and why? Okay, yeah, I feel like I'm getting this idea, this energy of you may need to release this idea of like, yeah, like of feeling like there may not be a path for you or something, or just feeling like you may not really know where to go. Again, this energy is just of not knowing, you know. but it's like, you know, you do know in a way. And I feel like, you know, there is this energy coming through because we have you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up, right? You know, you're here for a reason, you know. So remembering that there is a path for you. So follow it. Follow that path, go through it. That is the Knight of Cups. That's so fascinating because the Knight signifies fire. And so we have the Knight of the fire, and the fire of water. So it's like, you know, I feel like, you know, you may need to release, you know, I feel like this kind of like over aggressive, or I don't know, I just kind of got like doing too much, you know. And don't get me wrong, like that's okay, but it's like you may need to water it down a little bit. Water it down a little bit. All right, that, you know, maybe even overexerting yourself, or just kind of like doing the most. All right, to kind of like, not in a way, I just got to kind of figure out, you know, a certain path for you. But it's like, you know, for some, this can even be, water can even help you figure out that path, that clarity. Charging your water. This water clears me and fills me. I love it. I kind of say that all the time. All right. So this could even be, you may need to release just like this over fiery energy, this overly fiery energy. All right. There has to be a balance, you know, and that's why that water is coming in. You kind of had to put that fire out a little bit, balance it out. All right. So it can help with some type of clarity. All right. Again, dreams could be telling you something on what you may need to release. It says, sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. All right, so there could be, you know, releasing even happening in your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams because it could be telling you on what you need to release. All right, rejuvenating through your obviously rejuvenating through rest, you know, through sleep, you know. But I feel like I do feel like, you know, for some, there is this idea of maybe even releasing, you know, just being kind of aggressive and feeling like, again, there's no path for you, when it's like, there is a path. There is a path for you. It just may require you to kind of tune into your heart space some more, tune into your emotions a little more. All right, so releasing this idea of like, you know, maybe your emotions may not mean anything or may not have any messages, you know, or, you know, passion's great, the fire is great, but the emotions are going to balance that out for you, pal, too. Okay, so release the idea of like, you know, your emotions are not a waste, but your emotions are gonna tell you something. All right, we also have peace. Oh wow, peace. Bridget, goddess, in your sacred name, alight within me, peace is flame. Okay, that overly fiery energy. And as I mentioned, you know, kind of being harsh. All right, because it's like, you know, for some, that intoxicated type of energy or just being overly fiery can be, you know, a pain. We have the compassion in reverse. Okay, you know, so and you are loved. Okay, so I feel like you need to release, you know, anything that might have happened in your past that could be, you know, making you a really tough person or really hard on other people and therefore yourself, and could be, you know, causing some type of abuse in something, whether it be substance or, you know, just type of, you know, verbal, emotional type of abuse. And know that you are loved and you're here for a reason. So even if the things that might have happened might have, you know, left some type of pain and mark on you, you know, maybe even, you know, setting the intention like, light within me, universe, the peace is flame. Okay, you know, and that fiery energy can be used for peace and not for aggressiveness, you know, unnecessary aggressiveness. Okay, so releasing unnecessary aggressiveness, being more peaceful, being more loving. All right, releasing that opposite energy and remembering that you are here for a reason. All right, and the things that you are learning, you are experiencing, are teaching you something, are happening for a reason. All right, and know that regardless of how the lesson may be expressed to you, that you are loved. All right, so have some more compassion for yourself. Release any, again, harsh ways of treating yourself. All right, adding more water, being more in tune with your emotions, and realizing, you know, sometimes that fire can really burn you, you know, and the water can bring that down a little bit. Okay. We also have not today. This is fascinating. Not today. What does pile 2 need to release with this card on not today? Okay. What is this not today saying? 5, 6. Let's see. Pile 2, I definitely feel like, you know, there's just some clarity that needs to come through. All right, and I feel like your fire can definitely, you know, bring in some clarity. So can water, but I also feel like your dreams will bring in some more clarity on what it is needs to be released. Because when I tuned into the energy, there was this energy of like not really knowing, but again, just this balance of, you know, your fire and your water, tuning into your emotions, your heart space, and calming that fire down, because it could be harsh, it could be very aggressive, and that's okay, you know. But just remember, you know, adding that peaceful energy to it. And knowing that you can take a rest. All right, that you can take a rest. So letting go of this idea of like that maybe not today I can't rest. Not today, I'll do it another day. I'll do it another day. I'll do it another day. All right, let's see. What does pile 2 need to release? Ooh. All right. We have what you appreciates you too. So again, you know, not being so hard on certain things, being more compassionate, and that you are loved. So it's like other things that you appreciate, they appreciate you too. You know what I'm saying? And not releasing that idea that you cannot be appreciated or something. Okay? You know, that it's like you kind of have to wait to do something in order to be appreciated, that you kind of have to wait, you know, for something in order for a certain outcome. All right? So it's like releasing that idea. It can happen now. It only happens now. Okay? So express gratitude for your life, for those that appreciate you, for the love that is around you. You know, expressing gratitude, you know, for people that are still around you, or even, you know, for you even still being here. Okay? For you even still being here, because there is some type of, you know, fiery, a little bit aggressive energy. But it's like, you know, overcoming that. All right. And I would say also, you know, letting go of, you know, of how others may treat you, or letting go of people who could treat you in a way that is not of love, that is not of compassion, you know, that I guess kind of like this idea, you know, just making sure that people don't really walk over you. All right. And hanging around, surrounding yourself with people that appreciate you. All right, so pile 2, definitely letting go of this idea of like that you are not worthy, that you are not loved, that you cannot take a break, that you cannot take a moment to rest, that there cannot be peace, that there cannot be peaceful energy. All right, and tuning down that fire a little bit. All right, by expressing gratitude, you know, by surrounding yourself with energy that appreciates you. All right, being more compassionate with yourself. Yeah, having more compassion for yourself and others. Okay, so pile 2, that is all that I have for you. All right, give this video a thumbs up. What is it? Subscribe, because once we reach 100 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway. And yeah, click that post bell notification so you know when the next video is uploaded. And yeah, we're moving on to pile 3. All right, pile 3, welcome to your reading on what you need to release. So let's take a moment. Oh, you also have, you know, this ring. So some type of commitment. Oh, maybe releasing some type of commitment. All right. So let's take a moment to tune into our breath. You know, take a deep breath in and out. All right. Go ahead, comment down below that you're open to receiving this message. All right. You know, give me some consent. Even though you're here, you know, you're open to this message. So let's see what's going on with pile 3, okay? What you need to release. All right. Let's see. So we have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I need to take an extra breath. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, let's get out all these cards. Okay, so instantly, you know, with this imagery, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands and the King of Pentacles, and he has this box right here. So with this imagery together, I'm getting this energy of like, I feel like for some there needs to be, you may need to release this idea of, you know, maybe some type of fear, maybe releasing fear of opening yourself up. Okay, this reminds me of a movie. It's called Dr. Sleep. It's called Dr. Sleep. And so in Dr. Sleep, they he encounters certain type of entities where he kind of has to put them in a box. He has to put them in a box because that's the kind of like the only way that he can control them. So I feel like for some, you may need to release these entities from your box. You may need to, and for me, this is more so like what could be in this box is, for some, I'm getting this energy of like, you could really be putting yourself in a box. So that's why you may need to release, you know, this bondage or some limitation that you may have on yourself, okay? Because look at this. Look at this Eight of Wands. All right, the Eight of Wands is fast-paced energy. It's Mercury and Sagittarius. This is me. I'm Mercury and Sagittarius, right? It's very theatrical. It's very, I just got spunky, but I don't know. But it's very fun, right? So it's like you can't really cage yourself in there, okay? So I feel like for some, you may need to release your own demons. So for some, this may require some type of shadow work, but I feel like you may need to really release some type of demons that you may have within you. And this may sound scary, but it's not really that. It's more so of like, do you really want to live in a world where, you know, you're not really facing these demons, or you're not really facing reality, you know, to the point where you're kind of hiding? Because the card says face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Believe what you see. All right. So it's like, yeah, release your demons. And that's why I said release some type of commitment, all right? Because, you know, we have that box, you know, we lock it, we put a key in there, you know, like, so it's like releasing that, releasing anything that, again, that just could really be holding you back from some type of action, from really truly allowing you to be who you are and express who you are, that could be impacting your action, your motivation, and to kind of like chase your dream, go after your dream, to live in your dream. All right, but for some, it's funny when I say to face your dream or to live your dream, it's like choosing reality or live in la la land. And it's like, you know, just because you're living in, you know, you're living your dream doesn't mean that you're living in la la land. It's more so like, how can this dream can come into your reality? All right. I feel like also for some, I mentioned this for Pout too, where it's like, you know, your dreams could be telling you something, you know. So I feel like, yeah, kind of like coming face to face with maybe even some nightmares that you may be having, or again, just things that just may scare you. And of course, like demons and like energies like that could scare us, but it's like, let's not forget, or I do want to mention to you, at least if you may not know this, for some, it's like, you know, these demons are just a reflection of who we are in a way, you know, like these low vibrational energies are just reflecting us, you know. So we may have things that could be demon like, whether this could be negative thinking. I bet you didn't think that could be a type of demon. You know, things that just could really kind of like persuade you and tie you, not tie you down, but it's like for some, you may not want to be tied down. So you may want to let go of this certain type of relationship or something that could be tying you down, being free, okay? But being free, you need to release anything that could really be holding you back, your true self, all right? What reality do you want to live in? The reality where you're truly who you are? Do you feel like yourself? You know, when you see yourself, does it feel like you? What do you see? You know, and does it feel real? Like, is this a certain type of reality that you want to live in? Does it make you happy? All right, we have the number 11, passion. Passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. If this is the Eight of Wands, then I don't know what is. All right, so it's like, you know, unleashing your true self is definitely going to help with your passion, and this could even be with a relationship. So for some in a relationship, you really have to be your true self. So let go of things that are holding you back of being your true self. All right, and you know, you not really being your true and authentic self is holding back your passion. You being passionate with things that you love, with things that you do. All right, it's holding you back. So, and it's like we have perseverance. So again, letting go of things that are holding you back, things that could be kind of caging you in. And what is that? Okay. All right, for some it's like, you know, you really want passion, you really want that flame, you know. So it's like, it's so funny because it's kind of like the opposite in a way, but a little bit similar to Power 2, because Power 2 there was a lot of fiery energy and we had to tone it down a little bit. But this one is like you do have a lot of fire energy, but something's holding you back. All right, you want this passion, and it's kind of like, you know, I am quite passionate while I'm doing this, and it's like this is kind of like the energy that you truly embody. So it's like if anything that's caging you in, holding you back, tying you down, unlock those chains. All right, live your purpose. All right, reach for the sky, because you can do it. All right, even with a relationship, you can. You know, I feel like for some, we need to hear that, somebody needs to hear that, you know, you can do this with a relationship. You can be who you truly are and unleash this side of yourself in a relationship. You can do it. You just have to keep going and move forward, persevere, and release this idea that they're, I guess, like this, maybe releasing that idea that something or someone could be holding you back, when in reality it just really could be yourself. It just could be your mind, and that's okay. You know, something we have to remind ourselves, like, it's really us that really could be our biggest, you know, enemy or biggest person that's holding us back, and that's okay. Move forward. All right, move forward. And during this time, really be loving with yourself, okay, because it could be a lot of unleashing. All right, so be gentle with yourself. And maybe even letting your partner know, or even treating yourself how you want to be treated in a relationship. I feel like I haven't said that in a long time, Lord Jesus. And we have put one foot in front of the other. I don't know if you can see that. Put one foot in front of the other, as it's right after perseverance. All right, so letting go of this idea of like, that you have to be caged in, that you kind of have to put yourself in a box. All right, in order for you to kind of like be successful or something. When no, you can have this passion. All right, you can choose the reality that you want to live in. You can choose on what you want to see, what you want to believe in. All right, so what are you going to choose? Choose wisely, choose bravely. All right, and it might take some type of bravery, because you're unleashing a lot of energy, a lot of heavy energy. All right, but it's going to be so worth it. It's definitely going to reveal to you your passions, you know, reveal to you a different side of yourself to other people. All right, so keep going. Put one foot in front of the other, even though this could be really heavy, challenging times, you know, releasing, you know, some type of demons or just things that you could really be holding back on. Like, I feel like I feel like you just could be just holding yourself back. Just really holding yourself back. So it's like, don't hold back. Unleash it. Unleash it. All right. And it doesn't mean, you know, forget boundaries. You know, I just feel like there may be a balance. It may need to be a balance of, like, you know, being flowing and also having those boundaries. All right. So don't unleash yourself. Okay. Release this idea, you know, that, again, this is energy of like something that could be holding you back, when it's like you can move forward. All right, you can move forward. Express this, affirm it. Okay, that's all I have for you, Power 3. Let me know how this made you feel by, you know, commenting down below, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and share it with somebody that you feel like needs to also hear this message, or, you know, that will serve them well by listening to this. And go ahead and subscribe, because once we reach 100 subscribers, we are doing a giveaway. And click that plus bell notification so you know when the next video is uploaded. And yeah, much love to you. Thank you for watching. I'm also grateful. Namaste.